after being postponed last summer due to the coronavirus, with more than 15,000 athletes from over 200 countries participating. Our cameras caught up with two of those Olympians who spent the majority of their time in Hermosa Beach, honing their skills on the sand. Sarah Sponsel and Kelly Clays will be representing their country playing beach volleyball. Lisa Hillary found out in this week's edition of Hometown Hero, chasing gold is more than just a medal.
Hometown Hero, sponsored by Rotolo Chevrolet.
As athletes, they prepare their whole lives for this moment, the world's biggest stage.
Sarah, what does qualifying for the Olympic Games mean to you?
Oh my gosh, it means everything. I feel like I've been dreaming about this for such a long time growing up. I made a collage, an Olympic collage in my room when I was in high school. That took like a couple weeks, and it hung up in my room for, it's still there to this day. I was like, Mom and Dad, can you send me a picture of it? And it's just crazy, waking up and you have the Olympic rings above you, and a week ago now, I wake up and I can say I'm an Olympian.
I've been dreaming about this since maybe I was 8 years old. Remember watching the Olympics with my dad. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want to do. I want to play on the biggest stage possible, and I want to represent my country.
Unlike professional athletes, Olympians are not driven by contracts or financial gain.
We joke the last few years that we're team low budget.
One of our cheapest flights was from Brazil to China. It was 50 hours. It was 5 different flights. We had to check our bags.
Super cheap, but it was the most stressful 50 hours of my life.
We're
so it'd be cool to, after this, maybe flying, business sometimes.
So it's not as glamorous as some of us might think.
Oh, for sure.
No, there's not a lot of money in beach volleyball. When you look at the NBA and golf and all these, we didn't pick the right sport, but we love it.
But we love it, yeah.
We don't, you can't do it for the money.
The pandemic made matters worse for Olympic athletes, many of whom barely made enough money to pay for training expenses and accrued debt at the same time.
These guys are working 2, 3, 4 jobs. They have no money. There's 5, 6 of them living in an apartment. There's guys living in garages, people living in cars.
Matt Callahan wanted to help. He co-founded Chasing Gold, a nonprofit organization providing aspiring Olympians the financial freedom to pursue their dream on a full-time basis.
You look at corporations and corporate budgets, well, they have marketing budgets that are set a year out, but their charitable budgets are there all the time. So what happens if we make this a win-win for a corporation where, yes, we can go out and help them advertise and market their product, and they're getting a tax-deductible donation, giving it to potential Olympic athletes and athletes trying to make a living out on the beach.
It's just taking a huge pressure off of athletes to be able to just focus in on what they need to focus in. And in that sense, they'll be able to optimally perform at a higher level because they won't have to worry about so many extra things.
And for these Olympians, that's a relief.
I don't think some of the things that we've been able to do would be possible without Chasing Gold.
For CBS 2 Sports, I'm Lisa Hillary.
Now, to find out how you can help our Olympic beach volleyball players, go to chasinggold.org. That is for sure. But better when we think about, you try to describe, athletes who go through what these athletes go through. Not one word.